Buddy, get up here. we didn't even say one word. Come
Not
here.
even one word.
I'm your host, Heather, along with
Scoot.
This is the first part of the DOS House episode of the on-site paranormal investigation. Once again, we do recommend wearing headphones because there's a lot of like footsteps in the background, thumps, bumps, voices that you wouldn't really be able to catch, I feel like, if you didn't. I did do my best editing-wise to make them louder. So during some of the parts you might hear like a slight static hum, and that's just because I had to try to amplify the audio. And I did my best to balance both the volume and not making it super annoying to listen to. To note, however, we did have to cut about 30 minutes of our investigation out because in the barbershop we were playing Hank Williams. And so hindsight being 2020, we realized we couldn't use any of that audio.
Copyright issues.
Yeah, because of copyright. But basically, and Scoot, you can help to refresh my memory, I feel like it was mostly the EMF reader going off.
Oh, as soon as the music started playing, the EMF reader just started going off like crazy. And I believe that was DOS enjoying the music. We did try to do an Estes session.
He didn't
want to talk to us.
No.
In fact, I don't even remember what you asked, but I heard just a flat out no.
Yeah, I think I said something about like, are you willing to talk to us or something? And it was like, no.
Yeah, he just
He was like, nah.
He just had no interest, but he did enjoy the music.
He did. Actually, it was kind of funny because the EMF reader would light up almost in beat with the music. Like he was like dancing or singing along to it.
Yeah, and mind you that the music and the EMF reader were nowhere near like each other. Like the music wasn't like setting it off.
Right, because it was playing through my phone. But there was at least like 3 feet between them.
Yes.
If not more. And it was pretty cool because like not only was that going off, but there was one point where I did try to pause the music while we did the Estes session, and then the EMF completely turned off as soon as I paused. And like my phone was in the same place, so it wasn't like the phone was setting it off, because I paused it in the same spot and the EMF stopped lighting up.
Yeah.
Which was cool. But we did get, I think, hair through the spirit box.
Oh, we might have.
But other than that, I think that was our only really responses in
Yeah,
general.
unfortunately we didn't have a gentleman with us.
We did not.
And we've heard that if you do have a gentleman, that Joss is a lot more active with you. So unfortunately, he just was not very interested in talking to us.
Right, yep. We did also forget to like use his tools as like a trigger object.
Yeah.
So we do plan on going back, hopefully actually pretty soon, because we're both really excited to go back and like realizing how many things we forgot that we wanted to do that we just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We want to go back and do that. But anyways, so the episode itself is going to go, we're going to start with our interview that we did with Shauna while she gave us a tour, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then that'll cut to us starting our investigation. We start in the living room, we move to the dining room, and then we wrap up this episode. Tomorrow the second part will come out, and that's when we hit the basement, the mound, and the upstairs.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, well, welcome to the DOS house.
I was trying to think of something clever, but I couldn't.
For last.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the basement. We'll go to the basement. I'll take you down there. And then we'll do the upstairs last. Okay. I have until I have to leave here by 11. Okay. So, because these babies are eating every 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah,
so,
you're totally good.
And they're too little. My son can't do it. So, all right. Guess where she showed up? We are actually standing in the first original structure to this place. This room, living room, above you, and the original basement right below us was built in 1810. That's the earliest document that we could find for this building. We speculate it was a few years prior, but again, the documentation only shows 1810. So this town was founded by a man named Father Prince Gallitzin. He is actually buried in a tomb right up the road that you can go down into and visit him, the Minor Basilica Church.
Oh.
Did you pass that on your way in?
We came this way.
Okay. So in the morning, and take your time tomorrow, if you're still here in the morning, the basilica's right here and the tomb's right out in front.
Okay.
Dawn till dusk, you can go up there. People have gotten some pretty cool EVPs down in that tomb. The church is beautiful. It's great footage. Like, please do it. Okay, back on track. 1810. So this was the original structure, first building built in this town when Prince Gallitzin came over from Russia. He was a Russian prince, disowned by his family. He came to America. Why he decided to settle here, I'm not really sure. But there were 4 Native American tribes here that he pushed out. He then became associated with the McGuire estates. That's how he got a piece of land, and which they were a couple miles up this way. And he started plotting the land for a town. After the Native Americans were pushed out. I'm sure, of course, they did some not so well things. They probably weren't happy that they got pushed out. We have not yet gotten much of that type of energy here yet, except 2 things that have happened recently, and I'll tell you about those at the end. So yeah, 1810, this living room, he built it for his purpose. It was a original log cabin. You have the stacked bricks in the basement. I believe it's limestone. You'll see that when we go down there. So once he established the town, he kind of linked up with Charles Schwab. He's the Man of Steel from Pittsburgh, and they kind of ruled this area. Big area for railroad here. There's a lot of cases that have come up in investigations linking the railway to this town, this area, as far as crime and why some of these spirits would be coming here. So yeah, that's basically what we know about this. It was like a meeting house. He built it as the meeting house to come, sit, plan the town. And then the first person to actually own this town was Dr. Pfoff. He was the town's undertaker, and he was really good buddies with Prince Gallitzin. You will get a lot of activity from him. A lot of weird, crazy, unaliving stuff from Dr. Pfoff. After Dr. Pfoff, you have a Dr. Leo T. Little that owned this place. He was known as a dentist, but back in the day, dentists, red, white, and blue pole, they did everything, you know, from dentistry, medical, and he actually serviced several towns in this area.
Oh, okay.
Before he actually owned it, though, it was just a stopping place for him. He would run shut off on you, didn't it?
Oh, I did.
Welcome to the Doss house.
Interesting. Okay.
Said I don't want you talking about me.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're good. So he would just rent a room here for years and years and years. Here's where it gets weird. He finally purchased the property from a woman named Mary. Now, there was 3 Marys that owned this place. Weird for 1800s that a home was owned by a woman.
Yeah.
We thought that was very odd.
Sure.
So it went from Dr. Pfoff to 3 women named Mary. He then bought this place from one of those Marys, and he only owned it for 3 months before he sold it again.
Okay.
And that's when he sold it to Doss, the barber. And he obviously was the last owner of the location. So very weird. Still haven't been able to figure out why he only had it for 3 months, but here we are. And then obviously Doss and his family, very, poor folks. This was what they could afford, and they cherished it with everything, every breath of their being. He was the only barber in this town. Originally, the barbershop was not attached to the house. It was its very own entity. So when Doss later in life became ill, he was put on hospice. He actually passed away right here in this living room. After his passing, his wife Marge suffered a major stroke. And that's when their 6 children came together and attached the 2 buildings together. Because you'll notice as we navigate through here, this side of the building didn't have running water. So the barbershop did. So that's where the actual toilet was put in. There's running water. So they attached the 2 buildings so that they could put in a roll-in shower over there, bathroom facilities. It's the biggest space on this property for them to take care of her. So that was in the barbershop. I think that's it. As far as reports in here, as I told you, like this corner here with this mirror, a lot of weird energy comes from here. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like the central hub of in and out. A lot of people with abilities claim that this doorway and straight down is the area for some type of portal or vortex. You really do, if you are a person that has abilities, you feel a shift when you walk through that space.
Yeah, when we first walked in, I was like, I don't know what it is about over there, but like it feels weird. And while we were sitting here, we kept noticing like the EMF would go all the way up.
Yep.
And then it would drop all the way back down. And I was like,
Yep.
it feels like somebody's walking in and out, basically.
And we've done a lot of EMF testing in here. Like I have a lot of older equipment that's just like your click dials for EMF reading. This end of the house is very high in EMF.
Yeah.
There's nothing extra. Like it's older wiring. There's no wiring in the attic. This wall, like this, we use this area a lot because there's nothing electrical in this wall whatsoever. We get spikes on our RF meter that are over 100. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Scientifically wise.
Right.
And trust me, we test the limits in here every chance that we get because we are really trying to prove or disprove paranormal. So,
I always say I'm a firm believer, but a healthy skeptic.
Yes.
So it's like, I believe in it, but I'm going to debunk it first before
100%,
anything else.
100%. I respect that. Not a lot of people say that. So that's refreshing to hear. This mirror that you're seeing right here has a lot of interesting things that have happened to it. We have always respectfully asked, there's a lot of original things in this house.
Right.
We did not clean things on purpose. We didn't wipe the mirrors away on purpose. Well, unfortunately, there was a group that cleaned this mirror. And ever since the mirror was wiped clean, I think they wiped it to scry in it. I mean, unintentionally harmful.
Right.
You know what I mean? So since that happened, there was a group in here that they physically heard a crack. The mirror has did crack on them in the upper corner. People get a lot of weird images that they see. Last week, I was in here checking a group in. We went to go out the door, and I visibly saw something following this person out the door in this mirror. Very weird, very crazy. If you take pictures of yourself in this mirror, it distorts your face.
Oh, we're going to have to do that.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, just the Barbershop mirror, please don't clean that one. That was Doss's original. We just say, you are welcome to use absolutely anything in here. Everybody is. We just, just leave it the way that it is. And we ask people to just respectfully put it back. We want you to help us, everybody help us figure this out. Like this is literally a rabbit hole so yeah, that's interesting. My lovely Aunt Cheryl and my friend Lori. So they have soft hearts for finding these flags, obviously for veterans in like Goodwill.
Yeah.
And they have become a part of the house. So we have two gentlemen here. This guy is new, so we're not sure who he is, but there's a gentleman upstairs, Officer Leonard. We had no idea the information holding that flag, and he told us everything, where to find him. We then related it to the store, and it actually did end up being his flag. It was super cool.
That is really cool.
He's upstairs. These two gentlemen don't like being in the same room together, so that's why there's one upstairs and one downstairs. So then we will move on over. You guys have any questions for this room?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect. Dining room. Living room, 1810. Then it was later, this room was built on in the late 1800s. You will notice when we go into the basement.
I'm just testing it right
She's
now.
like, is there anything?
Is there something setting it off?
Oh, we're not even close to anything.
So it shouldn't be. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us know you're right here in front of us. You'll notice when we go to the basement that this actually has a newer foundation built in because this room was, you'll notice you're kind of like slanting down a little bit. It was actually falling off.
Oh.
So it had to get jacked up, everything pushed out, and you'll notice the new cinder brick. There's new cinder brick down there for all of those walls. As far as, historically wise, not a whole lot I can really tell you about this space. Probably the most active room in this entire house is right here.
Oh, okay.
We don't understand why, but these stairs are very active with a little boy. There's a little girl that shows up. There are definitely children here. The only thing when you set your equipment here is just be mindful that the internet box is here. But it's not going to radiate a signal all the way out.
No, but the signal's not.
But like some people, like they set stuff on the steps. And then it's too close, and like you'll know, you could literally put that right on a light switch. You get one peg, and then you're in the middle. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, and we get a lot of activity under this table, like just in general everywhere. We've found these newspaper clippings when we bought the house in a chest upstairs. I just thought they were cool, so I hung them. Never really paid attention to what they said. We were here doing a live last week. There's an article. So a gentleman that was on our live said he saw something come out of that frame and across the room. He described it coming from right here. in this area.
Right in that one.
Well, if you actually read this part of this, there's a 3-case murder.
Murder. I just saw it.
We got so much information from Spirit on this case that night. It was crazy. So now we're starting to go down the case study and looking at all the documents up. And it seems though, even though this article, there's one person in here, the woman that was actually convicted of this crime, you can't find any documents on it. So it's like, well, and we think too, because you think about it, you know, during those times, like it's a woman committed a murder.
Oh, yeah.
It was
like
very
we
tragic.
can't let this be attached to our town. Like, you know what I mean? So we have a feeling that might have something to do with it. It's still going crazy.
It's still going, yeah.
All right, so dining room. This most of what you're going to see in this house, 80% of what is in here was in here.
Okay.
When we bought this place, it was so hoarded out, you could hardly walk through here. Birdie, who was one of Doss's kids, was the last one to actually own this place. She had a lot of mental delays. She's still alive. She's living in a local facility.
Okay.
She's in her early 70s, but she has the mentality of about a 5-year-old.
Okay.
And, you know, so that's how she's been her entire life. So this house became hers in her older years. She became bedridden. People didn't know or realize her living conditions until much later on when they had to start checking on her. And obviously things led to where they led. But we found some really cool things in here. So we tried to keep as much original as we could. We found hundreds and hundreds of dolls in here. Dolls.
Notice the theme of dolls.
And how ironic, right? We bought this for a haunted location. And how cool is it that it's full of dolls? Like,
yes.
Now we think it's neat, but then we were like, where the hell why are all these dolls in here? Well, then Teresa, Birdie's sister, told us this was Birdie's thing. Like she, you know, her mentality, babies was everything to her.
Yeah.
Her room was actually set up over in the barbershop. Babies everywhere, little cribs everywhere. Like this was how her everyday was. You know, so when we found that out, we tried to save as much as we tried to save as much that was in here as we could.
Yeah.
It had sat vacant for 3 years. So obviously some of it just wasn't able to be.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing behind the dolls, why the dolls exist, why we have totes. We took the doll museum to Creep It Real for the first time. We put probably 3 totes back into the house because for the last 2 years, these totes have been in my basement at my house.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't know what to do with them then, but we didn't feel right just throwing them away. We knew something would come up eventually. So what's in the works right now is there is a barbershop basement that nobody really knew about because it's just been storage for us. It's not attached to the rest of the house. We're actually going to make an actual doll museum for these dolls to be on display for everybody.
That's cool.
We're going to put some flooring in there and it will be available for everybody to
a little bit terrifying, but cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a couple dolls that are questionable.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dolls have always been something for me that I'm like, ooh.
I think, yeah. Like, and especially, like, some you can be like, oh, that's a cute little doll. Like, no big deal. And other ones, you're like, you are looking into my soul.
That one right there? Yeah.
Meredith used to be a nice feeling energy. So this is an odd story. So when my mother passed away, my stepfather at the time, he was a step monster, but that's fine. He didn't let me get many of my mother's things. You know, I took care of her up until she passed away. And that's just how him and I, our relationship always was. And my Aunt Cheryl, who lived up where my mom lived and passed away, she was able to get her hands on some of my mom's things. She'd find them in the local thrift stores. She'd find them at the donation bank because he was giving her stuff away. And I didn't know it at the time, but she had saved this doll. So this doll was my mom's. And I didn't even know that. She brought this. She's like, I have a gift for the house. She didn't tell me where it came from. And she just placed the doll in here because this house is in honor of my mom.
Yeah.
So she didn't tell me. And then groups kept being, is this doll's name Meredith by chance? And I'm like, it's the third group that said that. I don't know. My aunt, I'm going to have to ask her. So I finally called Aunt Cheryl. I'm like, hey, what's the backstory on that doll that you brought to the house? She's like, it was your mom's doll. And I was like, what? Why wouldn't you tell me that? I said, because she was supposed to tell you that. I was like, okay. And I said, Meredith? She's like, yeah, Shauna, your mom named all of her dolls after her kids. So I have my sister, Meredith. So I was like, where's the Shauna doll?
Where's Shauna? That one.
Yeah. So that's, you know, the legend, the myth, the mystery behind Meredith. And as she's been in here, her energy's kind of changed a little bit. There was somebody that had visited the house frequently that would place her in what I learned later to be not very good places to place dolls. So we think that's how her energy changed.
Okay.
I'm not very, this was, 3 years ago, this was all new to me.
Yeah.
I never knew there was like a witchy side to paranormal. I didn't know there were, all of these different things that people practice, and to each is their own. I respect everybody, but I just wasn't educated. I didn't know what to look for, how to protect certain things from happening. So I think that's possibly how her energy has shifted, or just the negative energy in here has shifted to her.
I don't know if I might be crazy, but it almost feels more like she feels very protective of the house now. And so it's just like she's watching you with kind of daggers.
It could be, and I think that's why I put her there, because usually she's up here on the steps.
Okay.
But when groups come in and stuff, I put her down here because she's gotten knocked off the steps quite a few times. So I have said this a million times, I feel like she feels most confident here because she's just watching everything.
Yeah.
She can keep an eye on everything.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so interesting. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
All right, so we're gonna head on this way. So okay, early 1900s, obviously the kitchen, the heart of the home, right? Cooking, all of the good things. Marge's first experience with running water. So that's exciting. A secondary door, so it was closer to get from here to the barbershop, because again, this wasn't attached. Lots of shadow figures reported here at the bottom of here. Lots of people, we hear this a lot, of the metal clanging here. We get a lot of human detected in this space in our alarm system. About 5 months ago, we had our first alarm for a human detected in the bedroom upstairs. And we actually did catch an image of what appears to be a small child on the edge of, peeking up over the edge of the bed. I didn't notice it at first. I'm like, how is there actually? Well, then last week, I believe it was in the dining room, human detected. It detected me. Nobody was in here. It recognized me, and all you could see was it looked like a watery something moving through the room. And then it's been doing that in the basement. I'll have to send you the videos. It's the weirdest thing. No other camera in the house detected this. When I pulled the camera up, thousands, and people were like, "Oh, that's just dust." And I'll send you the video and you tell me. So it literally looks like thousands of orbs. This is the week before Creep It Real. It looks like thousands of orbs the first video, and it said human detected.
Yeah.
So you see something over by the furnace, and then you have all of these millions of, it looks like to me, thousands of orbs flying at the camera. Then the next time it does it, they're kind of moving in a circular motion. I checked the camera in the basement right next to it, and I panned the camera to the ground. I'm like, is there something digging? I just wanted to I was like, that's a lot of particles if something's in the basement digging. Nothing on the ground, nothing in the room next to it. Because if it was kicking something up, it would at least be in the room right next door. And the wood floors in the living room, all that dust would be coming up into the living room. Nothing. And it lasted for almost 7 minutes. And then it absolutely dissipated into nothing. Weird. First time in almost 3 years, anything like that. The mosquito. Yeah. Anything like that has ever happened down there. So, but yeah, as far as here, a lot of shadow figures, a lot of people going to the bathroom and actually hearing somebody walking back with them or bringing them over. A lot of times people, because I'm the one that I will say, hey, I'm going pee and I'm leaving the door open because I ain't shutting that door.
Oh, no, that's
and I will think somebody's walking up and I'm like, hey, pissing with the door open. And there's nobody. So that, I'd rather feel that than there's been several times that I haven't been able to get back out of the bathroom.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I probably would pee with the door. Fair warning.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make you stand outside of the door.
Oh, vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm telling you, this place can be crazy. And into the barbershop, probably the one space in this entire place that doesn't communicate with females hardly ever.
Yeah.
Unless you have a guy with you or you bring up something that the guys that they really want to talk about. Yeah.
I'm going to try to play some old music, I think, in here.
Doss loves that. We did get a lot of awesome energy when we played music in here.
Okay.
Old Hank Williams he loved, like that really old school country music. But yeah, whatever. A good friend of ours, Amy, donated this just because he did love music so much. The house did not like her for the longest time. So she's like, I come with gifts. I'm bringing gifts. And it's kind of shift a little bit, but it calls her a see you next Tuesday every chance it gets. So we don't know why. We don't know why. It's quiet. It's been very quiet lately. We did get some activity when we were talking about doing a fundraiser over here, giving free haircuts to kids. We did start get a little bit of things like that. So, and Doss was all about that. But females were not allowed in here. Females were not allowed in here. These are actually his tools that we found in the house. Feel free to use them as trigger objects. We just ask that you put them back in here. And his kids, we found this in the basement, and his kids verified that this was actually his barbershop mirror. So that's why we have done nothing with it.
Of course.
So, and when you're in here, and this is like a replica of what his station, his grandkids remembered it looking like. We did the best we could to honor him. That's him and his wife, Marge. Yes, right here. You'll also notice over here, we believe Birdie, due to her mental state, we believe she wrote this on the wall or on this door because this was her bedroom before she was moved out of here. Damn door wide open. Probably why we all feel so uncomfortable when we close the door to go to the bathroom. I'm not willing to risk it to find out why.
You know what? Fair enough.
So to each is their own. If y'all want to, have at it. But this is obviously where the potty is. And everything you see hanging on the walls, 90% of it was also original. All of this religious stuff was here. We didn't even move it. We didn't even take it off the wall. We're like, we just left it exactly where. Oh, somebody messing with your back? You getting touched?
No, I mean, I don't know if it might be just my sweat on the base of my hair.
I get this a lot on the back of my neck or like the lower parts of my shoulder blades.
Yeah, like my neck and my back feel tingly.
Yeah,
So
that gets me a lot too.
Yeah.
And all right, we'll go to the basement next.
I did have a side question.
Yeah.
So since the house has worn like many hats, who do you think has left the loudest energy? Like the doctor,
That's a tough one only because it changes so much.
Yeah.
I want to say the most common presence isn't even from an owner. I would say it's probably the little boy at the top of the steps and on these steps.
Okay.
He typically makes himself known to everybody that comes. So
does he have a name?
We get so many different names.
Okay.
All I know was recently he had said that he doesn't like his real name. So he's okay with everybody calling him whatever they want to.
Okay.
So,
when we first walked up, we got Sid, and then inside we got Kenneth.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
If that related to anybody.
We really don't know at this point. So, all right. I guess I'll go to the basement. Here we go.
No.
I'm just going to warn you, this is going to be brief and to the point.
That's perfect.
Valid.
You're going to feel it as soon as you get over to this door.
I feel it now.
Nope. The last several groups must not have come down here.
Yeah. As long as there's not a spider on me, I'll be okay.
Yeah, you should be good.
I'm a little
Frank
arachnophobic.
lives over here by the camera. Yeah, see,
Frank?
it already detected him. It's probably, that's why it spun around.
A spider?
Yeah, he lives up there by the camera. We're right underneath the dining room, so this would have been the late 1800s built on.
Okay.
And then as you see, all of this is all the cinder block that was replaced. That space back there,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
curious
like
to see
that.
how you'll feel about that
I'm about
space.
to say, yeah.
Two different entities in these spaces. This is completely different than
In
what's
that
in
one?
here.
Okay.
Okay. So when we go, and you'll notice, you probably didn't know, did you notice there was a cross on the door at the top of the steps?
Yes.
It was here. It was
It
there.
was already there.
There's one here as well. We leave them there. We don't touch them. We don't
You
know
know
why
what?
they were put
Is
there.
this the one that sways?
Speculation. So we've left them, for obvious reasons. 1976, Doss kept complaining that there was some crazy things happening in this house. He brought someone in. We don't know who. We got this information. We got this information from Frank. He lives across the street. He was the town's historian and Doss's best friend. He's the one that told us that Doss brought someone in to figure out what was happening in here. He's also who Doss told about the little girl in the green dress. That's where we got that information from, was from him. And that all he said was that after these folks had left was that there was something not so pleasant in the basement.
Afterwards.
Yeah, very Catholic town. They didn't, so that was what the response was, and they never spoke of it again. So that's all we have to go on as far as this. So I will say the little girl in the green dress has made herself known here.
Okay.
I believe she's probably one of the lowest vibrational energies that I've ever encountered. She loves, if it's a she, I don't know, but this energy loves to scare people People get growled at down here. People get ran out of here just because it instills that deep level of fear. Whether that's its intention of what it is or not, that's what it does. I'm not sure if you know who Scotty the Medium is. Pretty well known on TikTok. He was just here for Creep It Real. That is exactly how he explained this energy in here. He said it will shapeshift, make itself into whatever it needs to scare the shit out of you, basically, is what he said. And that's comparable to what some other people have said.
Experience.
There's been a lot of different interpretations. Patty could not identify this energy. I will tell you that. She just, it didn't feel very nice. She works in the light. So when she comes across something that isn't of the light, giving it attention gives it power. So she doesn't. She just,
Valid.
I cannot, there is something there.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you what it is, and I'm not even going to go there. So this is the original basement. So you're going to have to stay duct to come through. The furnace ductwork goes through till we get through, and you can see there is a pull string there. So this is the original limestone basement underneath the original house. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. We have found several things in here that are odd. Up in the cabinet, there's a glass insulator that was found in the ground back behind this wall. A medium told us about it, where to find it, and it was there. At the bottom of the steps, when you come down the stairs, there's a set of shoes, worn slipper shoes in the wall. We have found a burlap sack and a white piece of fabric in the wall there as well. This hatchet was found sticking out of the ground in this corner. So the story behind this, my nephew kind of tripped over it with his toe when he was over here helping clean up. He dug it up. He asked if, and the handle was completely rotted off of it. He asked if he could take it home, replace the handle, and then he would bring it back. I said, absolutely, no problem. 2 days later, my mother-in-law calls me hysterical. You need to get this thing out of my house. It's moving. It's causing crazy shit going down in here. Like, please just come in. I left my house, went and got it, and it's here. We've had groups remove it from this room. Don't do that.
I was about to say, it sounds like something
it needs to stay here. We think it has something to do with German folklore from 1976. Okay. We think because Doss was German, he had some type of German folklore folks come in here, placing the slippers, the burlap sack, and the fabric that we found, the saying, bury the hatchet in the corner, placing these crosses in places, they all align with German folklore. We have no way of proving that. We're just speculating that this is a possibility, so we're going to respect where these items were, and we're leaving them there. So as long as feel free to use it as a trigger object if you want to. If you even venture down here again by yourself, we're gonna try. Have at it.
For a short time.
The biggest break in energy in this space is actually right here.
You hear somebody tapping. Okay.
Yep. And this is like underneath those steps. This comes all the way up this way.
Oh, okay.
So that opening, because this obviously was the original structure, so that was an outside part at one time until they added on. That's that crawl space, and it actually comes all the way up top. This is more like a lower crawl space area. You can actually get up in there fairly easily. Have at it if you want to. This is more of a bum rush energy. It builds, it builds, it builds. There was actually, this bench was sitting here the last 2 years in a row. And the first year, there was an energy that kept hitting the back of that bench and moved that bench with almost 500 pounds on it about this far. Patty's seance was down here. Bodie's seance was down here. Bodie's seance was when she chucked the candle at the crooked neck lady right in this doorway right here. Apparently she showed up. Bodie was sitting at the seance table here and seeing her, and then there was a woman sitting here, and she started distorting her face, I guess, from how Bodie explained it, and wouldn't stop, wouldn't respect boundaries that were being put in place. And Bodie got pissed and chucked a candle at it, I guess. I wasn't here, so I didn't really get to witness it myself, but yeah.
Vertebrae?
Pretty sure like from an animal or something.
It looks like a deer.
We had a feeling like maybe there was a dog chained down here to this.
Oh, I could see what you would mean.
Yeah, so like this is just like random things that
were just found.
People are moving around down here is just, eventually making its way to the surface. So
that's cool.
Yeah. And Dawson and his family were big hunters, so we were like, it's big enough to be like a deer vertebrae.
It definitely looks like a deer. I have a couple.
Yeah, definitely no indication of any human remains down here whatsoever.
Well, that's one of our questions we were thinking about. Is like
a lot of people do believe that there could be.
Everybody, like everything online and stuff was like, no matter what the house says, don't dig. What do you think is down here or could be?
I don't know. See, and that's what's so hard about paranormal. You can get spirit constantly telling you and several.
Puzzle piece.
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry.
Is that what's on the ground? That's
Yeah.
the
It's right
piece?
there. Yeah.
Oh, huh. Interesting. But yeah, the house telling several different people, like, dig in the basement, giving the same woman's name, you know, mentioning a little boy, and, you know, making everyone believe that her and this little boy are buried down here somewhere. Is it possible? Maybe. Is there any article in history that pops up indicating anything like that? No. So until there's something that happens that actually cause for concern, of course, if there was anything like that, we would want to find out and give respect to those
Right.
people. But at this point, there's not enough evidence to actually say.
And like, you can't exactly go to the cops and be like, hey, there's a spirit in my house saying,
especially in this town.
Yeah.
They hate us.
I was wondering, we were
We
driving
are
and I was
demon
like,
chasers to them.
okay, is that why we got beeped at a couple times? when
Maybe.
we were-
We got beat that one time by a car driving by.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They won't bother us. They don't come over here, but they make it very well known that they very much dislike us.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, I mean, and to each is their own. I'm not
Right.
here to judge everybody. I'm here to love and accept everybody. I've come over here a million times, had the door open, welcome to the community inn. We tried to have the festival here. They canceled that 31 days before it was supposed to happen. Still have not refunded us our money.
Oh.
Like, so a lot of really shitty things that they have done. But, you know, and because we moved the festival, things have gotten better. But like, if we have events here, they hire extra police. They bring in state police. They bring in, you know, and they patrol every 30 minutes. And of course, there's nothing to see. Like,
Right. There's
we're all good
people inside chilling.
Yeah,
Yes.
Saturday, the day of the festival, there was no events that were going to be happening here during the day because we had to move it to the jail in Evansburg. So Friday night, we had a Jason Voorhees experience here. Oh my God, it was so much. It was like a Jason Voorhees escape room.
Oh,
James
that's
Stokes,
cool.
who played Voorhees, we brought him here. He had his real getup, his real outfit, and he chased people through this house as an escape room.
That's
It was
so
incredible.
cool.
It was awesome. It's on the Doss House page. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
Super cool guy.
I think I saw some pictures of it when I was looking on, and I was like, "What is
Yeah,
that? Like, what
super
is
cool
happening
guy.
there?"
So yeah, that morning we were here for Friday morning we were here for a doll workshop with Mary Jo, and this town cop is walking the street hanging up do not parking signs on every tree for Saturday. And I was like, I mean, nice try, but like, that doesn't affect us. We're not here on Saturday.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, they decided that they were going to tar the curbs on Saturday. And he actually ended up, Chris Mendes, the guy that does all our filming, whole group of guys were out there. He ended up standing out there and bullshitting with them for 45 minutes. I was like, well, good. Like, that's what this is about. Like, they have a community cemetery cleanup. They blocked me from being able to see that post, but we showed up 25 people deep and we cleaned headstones to respect the community that day. And, you know, while there was like 6 of theirs from this entire town. Like,
Right.
I guess I tell people all the time, like, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm supposed to do and do things with good intention just because people have a different opinion and,
Yeah, of course.
you know, want to push their ugliness. I'm just going to still keep doing the thing.
Yeah.
So it actually feels okay down
It's not
here
bad right
now.
We also, like, when we walked in, we were like bringing some good vibes.
Yeah.
We were
Good
just
vibes.
chilling,
So-
Yeah.
talking. So
Mhm.
I hope that it set a
Yeah.
good tone for tonight.
Yeah. I think you'll be good. I think you'll be
Yeah.
good. I think you'll get a lot of positive interactions and a lot of things that will send you down a road.
tick.
Yeah,
It's
a lot
like
of
moving around.
a lot of things that are going to send you to that one actually might be the camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I
Um,
kept hearing, I'm like, what is that? I could hear it from
Yeah.
over here. and I was
If
trying to
you
figure it
leave
out.
here with more wonder than when you came, then the house did its job.
Valid.
That's what I tell people. If you leave here more confused than when you came, house did its job.
Hmm.
Have you guys ventured upstairs at all?
No.
No.
Okay. Next, least favorite space of mine, but is actually kind of a little, I'm not as terrified anymore. The crawl space is this little door right here.
Okay.
Tons of people indicate that there's some sort of an elemental that lives in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of represents itself sometimes like a rake. If you know what an elemental rake is. You are welcome to open this and place equipment inside. We just ask that nobody goes in.
No,
Valid.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I will open it up. You can have a peek on our way up, and then we'll just close her down.
What the? Are those
Mhm.
dolls?
Yeah, that's Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Did you guys put them in there?
Danielle did.
Oh my god. You guys are freaky.
Now, like,
It smells burnt.
Look at the ceiling. We didn't notice this till about a year after we bought the place.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Sorry.
There is no documentation of a fire ever being here on this property.
All the beams are burned.
Because the house kept telling us fire, dig, Sarah, basement, murder, constant, like for months and months and months. And it wasn't until about 3 months in that we finally noticed that the beams were burnt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the first. I was like, it smells like a bonfire in there. I also feel something way at the back where the window
yeah.
Something
is.
was
Back
definitely
left?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something was
And
definitely
beyond. So where you see how it looks like there's a window there,
Yeah.
it's actually 2-dimensional. So there's this attic, and then there's an attic that's actually was just a window space you can crawl through, and there's a whole nother attic space on the other side.
there. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what, like, I see the window way back
Yeah.
there, and that's what I feel like something is standing by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this room, obviously another original part. We did open up part of the wall so you could see the original logs that this house was built.
That's cool.
Okay, again, lots of dolls on display up here for Birdie. I will tell you that cabinet is full of dolls. This chest is full of dolls. So if you go exploring and you want to open, this dresser is full of dolls. So, and like I said, there are 6 55-gallon totes in the barbershop basement full of dolls. Now, 80% of those dolls were Birdie's. 20% of the rest of the dolls are the fucked up dolls that people give to Danielle because, hey, I can't have this in my house, or hey, I found this really creepy doll. Do you want it? And she's like, yeah, sure, bring it on over.
Yeah.
And that's how,
Like, stop
yeah,
doing
I
these
do.
things.
Our good friend Amanda Schultz, she does it all the time. I'm like, damn you, stop. I still have to ride somewhere with them in my vehicle. Stop.
Right.
And we have just started bringing a lot of them back in. So, yeah, there is a very specific gentleman attached to this bed.
John.
So as you know, then you know that this wasn't originally here. John came with this bed. We didn't know anything about it. Confirmed with his grandson that all of the information we got on that was true. So John is here. This is Officer Leonard's flag that we keep displayed back here. He is a very large presence up here.
Is he the one that like consumes the space?
That is the elemental in that crawl space.
Oh, that makes
Like,
more sense.
Because that was one of our questions.
Yeah.
What was the entity that consumes the space?
Several times, like especially in SLS, it literally takes up this entire.
Oh,
like-
and like an SLS camera.
Mhm.
Okay. I was
The
wondering how
entire-
that presented.
And only if someone's sitting here. The little boy is always like the landing and then halfway down the steps.
Okay.
Like I think he pops in and out of this. I'm sure he's all over up here.
Right.
There's been times where you hear and then there's a REM pod going off on the bed. The light switch turned itself on once. And yeah, you're going to hear lots and lots of things in here all night long. So there are a lot of items in here that belonged to my mom as well. You know, we bought this place in her honor after she passed away because paranormal meant so much to her, and she always wanted to own a haunted location. So that's why we even bought this place. to begin with. So Aunt Cheryl did find and was able to get some of her things for me. This mirror in particular was my mom's. That little table right there next to you, we always have things setting on it, but if you actually open it up, it is a table that it plays music when you open it up.
Oh.
Yeah, which is super cool. So those were hers. You'll notice old glasses. Those were Marge's. A lot of this stuff, Marge was Doss the barber's wife.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of her things are in here. These little music box things, the suitcases, all of that was Marge and Doss's. These 2 pieces of furniture, this dresser, Marge and Doss. John, that was my mother's. Yeah, like I said, most things that are in here are either original, they've either been brought in and donated by a guest, or they were most my mom's or some of Danielle's family that's passed away. The little kids' room there was originally a washroom. So boiled water, obviously, where you could wash up, the metal tub thing. John has fond memories of the metal tub in there that they would put the water in, and he hated it because he was the last kid to ever get a bath. So he complains about that daily. So that was originally a washroom. And then this, obviously, the main room. They remember like there was a bed, and then there was like 2 twin beds laying up against the wall here, and all 6 kids would sleep on the floor until then the barbershop and the plumbing came in, and then they cleared that out just as extra sleeping space for the kids up here. 2 agrees. Look at that.
Yeah,
Isn't it crazy how that it just randomly hits like that? This cabinet, since we've put these dolls in it, opens itself by itself all the time.
Oh.
So I get,
Love that.
motion alarms in here all the time. So I make sure I push it shut as hard as I can. So when I pull the footage up and it's popped open, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. So yeah, that's full of dolls.
All right.
Did you see something through that?
I
Did
thought
something catch your attention?
Something did. Something did.
I saw
Oh,
something
wait, it's
like
going off.
black the light
Yeah.
bulb for a second.
Odd.
Just a little bit ago. I did have one question.
Yeah.
On your website, it talks about the backyard mound.
Mhm.
What is that?
Okay. So I'm not going to take you out there, but when you go
Yeah.
to the basement, you notice that door that went out back?
Mhm.
You can unlatch those and it's right outside. So that is all. I don't know if you're a big believer in like stone tape theory or how everything holds energy.
Mhm.
That is the big mound of everything that they pushed out of that basement then when they rebuilt it.
Oh.
It is like, yeah.
Okay.
And nobody investigates it.
I am very
Nobody.
intrigued.
Nobody does.
Maybe like an early morning.
we
when
have
a
do.
little bit of
You know what I
light,
mean?
but-
Like we do. But yeah, like
Yeah, that was the one thing when I was looking at your guys' site, I was like, what is up with the mound?
Yeah.
I was like, I need to
yeah,
ask.
like a couple people have left, like, offering gifts and stuff back there, but I've been waiting for that, the right group of people that will actually just like set up it's no
we'll be
problem.
checking
But
out the
yeah,
backyard
and then
mound.
just, you can go right out that door, or you can actually just go around the barbershop, go around the back, and you'll see it.
Okay.
No
All right,
problem at
cool.
all. Besides that,
Yeah.
I mean, you should have fun. I feel like you guys are gonna get some
everything.
pretty cool
I
stuff.
feel like, I
I can
EVPs,
feel it.
you do EVPs?
Yes. Well, kind of. Not fully, like we don't have the recording equipment for it,
okay.
but we do Estes methods
Okay,
and stuff
perfect.
like that. So
Okay, sounds good. I was just gonna say, if and when you get a digital recorder, EVPs are pretty big in here too.
yeah.
Yeah, actual audibles. Anything that lights up.
Also, let us know about your sister-in-law.
I will.
Yes.
Yes.
That's stressful.
I'm gonna say.
Where is
I'm
it?
gonna. Oh shit! I have 30 messages.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
shit! I am so sorry. I totally passed out. I took my medicine from having my teeth pulled. Please tell them I am so sorry.
I honestly wondered if that's. You said
Thank
she had a
God.
couple teeth pulled. I was like, she
Yeah.
probably took her
It's
meds
not,
and
but
passed
it's not.
out.
You know what I mean though? Like she's had teeth pulled before. It's just not like her.
Right.
So that's why I was worried.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
get that
For
totally.
sure.
I'm glad she's okay. And it doesn't bother
That's
us
what
at
I'm
all.
saying. Like, glad you're okay.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'll have to harass her and be like, good thing these ladies were cool as hell, or else you would have been fired.
You would have been fired. So we are here. If you hear weird background noises, if our audio isn't as good, we are here live recording from the Doss House in Loretto, PA. We just got a super cool interview done with Shauna, the owners. I think that was a car driving
That was a
by.
car driving by, yeah.
I was like, whoa. She walked us around the house, gave us a tour, and honestly answered a lot of the questions we had before we even asked them, which was really cool. And it's so quiet in here right now. So there might be like a lot of background static, and it's because I'm not going to edit out everything like I normally would, because the entire point is to see if we hear things as well. So
The paranormal.
the paranormal, the mics might pick up something that we don't naturally hear. If you hear a really loud beeping, like a do-do-do-do-do, we have a REM pod to our left. We also have an EMF reader going, and we have 2 cat balls sitting out. So we will see if we get anything. And here in a few minutes, we're going to do an Estes session. So just to cover a little bit of what we talked about, I believe it was probably last episode that came out, or 2 episodes ago. We just recorded it though, so that's why I'm bringing it up. I was talking about the stuff going on with my leg, I believe.
Yes.
I said that I had bug bites, they were blistering, I didn't know what was going on. Went to the doctors, they put me on an antibiotic for an infection, and I know you're sitting there listening going, what does that have to do with anything? I'll get to it. Give me a second.
She's got to build on it.
I gotta build. So that night I went home and I sidestepped behind my boyfriend's chair that he was sitting in. My knee completely dislocated. It's been swollen. It's been loose inside of its joint. It did pop back into place on its own. Thank God I didn't have to have it reset. Anyways, long story short, been in a lot of pain, have been having a hard time walking. Almost rescheduled the Doss House. But then I was like, I can walk well enough. Like, I didn't, like, mention it to anybody because I didn't want to reschedule. We got here today, and as we were talking with Shauna, she was like, well, make sure you guys also pay attention whenever you go to a paranormal spot, because sometimes the spirits will try to discourage you from coming by creating things that happened. Like, if you've had a bad week, pay attention to the events. And I literally, like, looked at my leg, and because it's the same knee that's on the same leg as the blistered bug bites.
Yes. All the same leg.
All of the same leg. And I was like, oh.
So that explains that.
That explains that. Yeah, so we think we're going to have a good night. We think we're going to have a little bit of a crazy night because we definitely already feel like we were being discouraged from coming. We believe right now Dr. Pfoff is in the living room with us. That's where we're currently at. He's been lighting up the EMF reader a lot. We've been getting a lot of interactions on that just all over the house in general. Besides in the barbershop, which makes sense because we don't have a guy with us like they said that they prefer, but literally the EMF's been going all the way up to red almost this entire time. We stepped foot into the barbershop and it stopped.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. So we're going to try some different things in the barbershop, see if we can get some reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be probably hearing a static. I'm going to be running the spirit box. That, if you heard that click, that was me on the floorboard right here. It was thunk. Oh, that is another thing, is we keep hearing footsteps behind us. And as I was saying that I felt like somebody was walking behind me, we heard footsteps. We're pretty sure we heard footsteps above in the upstairs.
We'll see.
Did it say dead? Me.
I heard fuck.
Oh, fuck. I heard
fuck.
fire. But I have a headset on right now, too, so it's harder for me to hear just the static. Who's in the room with us right now? Is it still Dr. Pfoff that's here? I wonder, too, she was talking about that, they do like talking into recordings, like the EVPs.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if they still treat it the same way. And when we listen back, I wonder if we'll hear anybody talking.
I kind of hope so.
That'd be fucking weird, but cool.
It just said yeah.
It just said yeah. I have a spirit talker on my phone, and it said yeah.
Well, I'm gonna, with your permission, I'm going to invite you all. You may come...
Anybody
speak.
from this floor.
From this floor, specifically.
Yeah, can come in and speak into the microphones.
Yes.
There's someone?
I heard someone. Yeah. Dr. Pfoff, is that you?
There is like a hum coming.
Did it say what?
I think it said what?
I heard what. Yeah.
There's a consistent hum coming through right now. I don't know if the mics are picking it up. If it is, I think it's just the air conditioner in the other room.
That could be.
That's like, it's just making like a little bit of a hum. Beside.
Beside?
Who are you beside? Are you beside Scooch? It did go up for a second.
You can make the EMF reader over here go off if that's a yes.
Are you beside me? Hatter? Say lock?
It was something, I just couldn't tell what it was. So we think we're talking to Dr. Pfoff.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Pfoff, did you enjoy being an Undertaker? Did you catch what that said?
Did it say ew or no?
It might have been no. So, you didn't enjoy being an Undertaker? Okay. Oh.
What didn't you like about it?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I saw some weird lights reflecting on the thing, but I think it was a car.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Pfoff, what didn't you like about being an Undertaker? Even if you love your job, there's usually always a downside of some kind.
Yeah.
It's the second time
That
I
is
got
the second time it said neck torture.
in this room.
Yeah.
That said two things that I did not catch.
Neck.
Neck.
That just said neck. So there's a couple things. So there's something called a heretic's fork. It's a metal device with two pronged forks that are placed under the chin and against the sternum. It forced the victim to keep their head up constant.
Little girl.
Little girl?
Did the little girl come into the room with us? And I just got a cold spot on my leg.
Did I just say neat?
I thought it said neat. Or knee.
Could be knee.
Dude, I have chills on my legs.
Are you, like, brushing against Hatter's legs? Torch.
That could also be a flashlight. Name for a flashlight. I'm surprised I don't have goose pimples on my legs.
You just called them goose pimples?
Do you not call them goose pimples?
You mean goosebumps?
Goosebumps? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
I've heard them goose pimples too. The chicken skin?
Yeah, I've heard chicken skin.
It feels like... This is weird. It's on this leg more. It's like from knee down is cold.
So is someone touching Hatter's leg right now?
Charlie's touching my leg? Who's Charlie? Because my leg's been so messed up, I haven't been able to shave. And I feel the hair on my leg standing up on it. That is counting. Okay, so we just got set up for an Estes session. We paused the recording for a little bit. The EMF is going off crazy by me. Can you hear me?
I just heard a kid's voice. I didn't hear what was said, but I heard a child's voice.
Oh, okay. Is it the little girl that was speaking to Scoot through the headphones? Can you speak your name to Scoot for me so I know who we're talking to? The EMF is going off, but Scoot has not said anything yet. What is your name? Can you tell Scoot your name, please? So we know who we're speaking with.
I'm sorry?
What are you sorry for? Do you need me to repeat it? Can you tell Scoot your name?
Oh, I just heard a man's voice, but I didn't hear what was said.
Is it Dr. Pfoff? We're pretty sure that, yeah, okay. The EMF went all the way up to red, which we've been taking as a yes. I feel like Pfoff would also be a hard word to make out through the spirit box. You, Dr. Pfoff, you've been in here, Shauna said.
Oh, I just heard a little girl's voice. I didn't hear what she said, though.
There's definitely a little girl making herself known to us today. For sure. Yeah, EMF went all the way up to red again. I play the interview in the tour with Shauna before this. So if I remember correctly, she is mostly in the basement. Her. I have been sweating this entire time I've been in this house, and since I sat here and started recording, my legs are cold, but only the bottom half of my legs, which is weird. My question to you, Dr. Pfoff. Shauna said that you were here with Prince Glitzen. Is that true? Is he here with you now, or is it just you in the room with us?
There's been a couple times I've just heard, like, a beep. I don't know how to quite describe that.
Is Prince Glitzen here?
I heard a man's voice, but I didn't hear what was said. I feel something right here.
She motioned to her right. And the EMF, it went up to red when she said that. Who's to Scoot's right? Who's beside her? You said beside earlier. Who's beside her? Say your name nice and clear for us.
Need help?
Are you asking for help? Do you need help? I just heard footsteps. I don't know. It kind of sounded like somebody going up or downstairs. What do you guys like to do for fun here?
I heard a man's voice. It was so quiet, though, I couldn't hear what was said.
Every time she talks about hearing a man's voice, the EMF goes up to red. The man that is speaking to Scoot, can you speak louder for her?
I don't know who that man is, but he keeps popping through. He's just not getting loud enough for me to hear what he's trying to say. Like, it's almost a whisper.
Dr. Pfoff, are you whispering to Scoot right now? Or is that Prince Galitzin?
I think I just heard we are.
You are whispering? That makes sense. That's why Scoot can't hear you. You have to speak loud and clear for us.
Trying.
You're trying? Okay. Well, we really appreciate the effort.
From the ground.
From the ground.
I think I just briefly heard a woman, and she said up. Oh, what the...
If it sounded like something breathed, there was a car that just drove by and made a weird noise.
It did. It
I'm
really
pretty
did.
sure it was the car, because it was like...
it freaked me out.
You're okay. But it was the exact same time where I was literally in my head, I was like, that was a really weird noise from that car. And then you were like, what the fuck? So I think it was the car coming through.
Yeah, it was
bit.
like almost like someone just breathed.
It could have been.
Right on me, and it was...
I mean, I don't know, because you could barely hear me, and that was if I was talking loud. So I don't know. It could have been somebody breathing on you.
It could have been. It freaked me out if that was.
No, you're good. You only have 3 minutes left anyway.
Okay.
So
there was definitely a man's voice coming through, and I just could not pick up on what they were telling me.
I said, I was like, who's the man that keeps trying to come through or something? And then I was like, you have to talk louder for Scoot to hear you. And it said trying. And I said, oh, well, I appreciate that you're trying. And then the EMF went all the way up to red. So it was like,
okay,
they were trying to talk louder. It was either Dr. Pfoff or Prince Galitzin or both. Because the EMF would go up when I talk about them. But
so it was one or not, if not both.
And then I was like, I said, Dr. Pfoff, is it you? EMF went up. And I was like, I heard that you were here when Prince Galitzin was. Is he here with you? And it also went up.
I felt something right here by me.
Yeah, when I talked about that too, the EMF kept going up.
Okay.
So, and then right after I was like, who's by? You said there's a man speaking, but I can't hear it. So I assumed that they were probably trying to tell us who was next to him, but you just couldn't hear it.
I just could not. It was like a whisper.
Yeah.
And then when I first started, I heard a little girl, and I won't lie, I don't know what she said, but she freaked me out. The vibes were not... was not there. Was not good.
That's what I was saying. Is like, if I remember correctly when Shauna was talking about it, it's the little girl. She's downstairs. She enjoys freaking people out.
Ah.
So
yeah, that is what she said. Yes.
Yeah. I keep feeling like somebody's behind me, but yeah, my legs are still
freezing.
Yeah, right now they're not as bad, but randomly I get like a brush of.
Mm-hmm. Something just tried to come through.
Heard something. Do we move to the dining room, or do you want me to do...
whatever you're feeling. If you want to just stick to one room at a time, or do you want to move around and come back?
I am...
And maybe give them a minute to... Whatever you thinking.
Well, she said that most of the activity is in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe let's move into there.
Okay.
And see what we get.
Okay.
All right, let's move to the dining room. I'm going to pause the audio.
I was about to say hit pause and we can... That was back there. For sure.
That was definitely... I said the audio was paused as we were about to pick up our stuff. We heard some of the floorboards creak in the dining room. I have chills now. I immediately rocked my chair again because I was like, maybe it was me.
No, it was for sure in the dining room.
There's something about this place.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. The best way I can describe it is that I feel surrounded by
It's
people.
Almost like a pressure. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I feel it around me. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I feel like if I was in a party where there's just like people everywhere, like, and you're like constantly worried about bumping into somebody, the entire time I've been sitting here, I feel like somebody's gonna walk around that corner in the doorway.
Yeah.
Like, I keep looking out into the dining room expecting somebody to walk down that hallway from the barbershop and into here.
Yeah.
We are the only ones in this house.
Yes.
We have moved into the dining room. Donald?
Are you the little boy?
My grandpa?
Oh.
My grandpa's name was Donald.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's been said that since this place is kind of like a portal,
Yeah.
that sometimes others can come through.
You Grandpa Donnie?
You can make the EMF reader go all the way to red for a yes.
Right. Who is in the dining room with us?
My name is Raymond.
Wow. Okay.
I answered that question.
They did. Hi, Raymond. What do you like to do for fun around here?
Oh,
Like, a hole.
Okay.
Digging holes.
Oh, dig. Okay.
Might relate to that. What month is it? I feel like something's behind you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had to sit on this side of the table. Sorry, I sacrificed you.
Ah. Oh, yeah, I'm a sacrifice.
I like walked into this room. I was like, can't sit there. That's for sure.
I see how it is.
No. I asked what month it was. They said snow. Maybe they think it's sometime in winter.
Winter, perhaps. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw this out here for whoever's behind me. You can't feed off my energy. I feel myself getting a headache. Don't do that.
You can use our equipment. That's fine. You cannot pull energy from me or Scoot. That is a hard boundary. But our equipment, you can fully drain. That's fine. We have extra batteries. We can replace them. You were just talking about getting a headache.
I did.
And it said skull.
Skull. Okay.
I just got like a whiff of cologne.
Is there a man in here?
Gary.
Gary.
Here goes nothing.
Hatter's not looking forward to this. I could tell.
You want to set a timer?
Mm-hmm. How long would you like to go for?
Oh my god.
Nope. Okay. It's when all the EMF reader has went all the way up to red.
It's been sitting
it's
flashing at red.
Yep.
Let's do about 15 minutes, because that's about what you ended up actually doing.
Before I got spooked.
Before you got spooked.
I'll give her just a second to get going before I start asking questions. Can you hear me? Who is in the room with us right now? So you can pull energy from the EMF reader. You can pull any energy from our equipment. But you can speak through the spirit box so Hatter can hear you.
So?
So? Do you like to sew? I just heard a thump, I think, in the other room.
There's a baby?
Do we have a baby here with us? What
That
month?
was a weird noise.
What month is it?
I'm pretty sure I just heard Pfoff.
Oh, Dr. Pfoff, are you here with us? Oh, the EMF reader just went all the way to red for a second. Oh. I just felt my back.
Thank you.
Thank you? Thank you for what? I just felt my back get touched, guys. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Are you okay?
Sorry. I feel something next to me.
No, I felt something brush my back, and I went, oh, so...
Okay, yeah, I kept trying not to open my eyes, but I keep...
And I heard a bang a minute
I heard
ago.
that too. I
Okay.
heard it through, and at first I thought it was in the spirit box.
No. It was like, I think, over in that room, I think.
Okay.
I'm not 100%, but I did hear a bang.
A bang. Yeah, I keep feeling like somebody... I'm trying so hard to keep my... Which I get is why they blindfold, so that you can't open your eyes. But I also... Remaining?
Who is remaining? You did say Pfoff.
I heard Pfoff.
Okay. So, Dr. Pfoff, are you still with us?
Hold on.
Okay. I'll hold on.
I could have sworn I just heard somebody say, take the dead.
Okay. Interesting. Is that you, Dr. Pfoff? Are you talking about taking the dead? I know you were an undertaker. Oh, that is going all the way to red. Is the little boy here with us? I know he likes to kind of be in this room and towards the stairs.
I heard like a man go, but that was it. So I think he might have tried to say something, but I couldn't hear him.
Okay. Is that still Dr. Pfoff, or... I say Dr. Pfoff, if that is you, you can make... Oh, you're making the EMF reader go red, so I'm assuming that's a yes. No.
I couldn't hear that. Can you restate that?
So make sure you talk loud enough for her to hear. You gotta be very loud. The EMF reader is going all the way to red.
I keep hearing like sound effects is the best way I can describe it, but like something crashing, something banging. Like not actual voices.
What season is it? What time of year is it?
Door.
What door? Do you mean possibly the door to the basement?
Breaking ground.
Breaking ground, okay. So are you asking us to dig? That EMF reader went all the way to red.
Who in the right mind, I think?
Who in their right mind what? What are you in reference to?
There's like 4 different people talking at once.
Okay, one at a time has to talk. We cannot hear you all at once. So one person at a time, please. What do you like to do for fun? I'll try to ask that again.
Help me?
Help you what? Help you what?
Wait.
Wait for what? We'll wait. We can wait.
I don't know what he said, but I got the feeling that was Prince Skalitzin, and then somebody just said following, and that was a girl's voice. And then the voice that I'm pretty sure is the prince said something else. Like, immediately.
So, do you prefer to be called Father, or do you prefer to be called Prince Glitzen?
Because it spoke with almost, like a Russian accent.
Which he was Russian, so that would make sense. I believe he was Russian. Sweet. Well, okay. Trying to think of questions. Well, Prince Glitzen, are you happy that you renounced your title?
Hey.
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 Like a whisper. Hey.
Okay, hey. I have a question for you, though, sir.
Whisper.
Okay. Are you whispering? Prince Glitzen, I know I've tried to ask this question a couple times. Are you happy that you renounced your title to become a pastor, a preacher? If that's a yes, you can also make the EMF reader go to red.
Thank you. Either like given or dearly or something like that. I don't know what he said.
Given dearly. I heard a bang. Is there something that you feel dearly about? Or is that you answering my question that it's something you feel dearly about becoming a pastor? Okay.
Wave. That might have been the radio. It sounded a little sing-songy.
She's only got a few more seconds left. Is there anything else you would like to say? I feel something on my back. Are you behind me?
No. That was a girl's voice.
Okay.
You know? That was a man's voice.
So I already know. So you are behind me. So we got 3, 2, 1. That there towards the end, I still feel I feel something kind of like on my back at
Do
the
you want to
moment.
lift up your shirt for me real quick and make sure you don't have any scratches?
Sure, it's not pain. I just feel it's just something there, like
just like a present.
like yes,
Okay.
yes. But you can still look if you'd like. And I said, "Are you behind me?" Oh, apparently you said a woman said no, and then a man said, "You know." So yes.
Yeah, right at the end there, I heard very clearly a woman was like, "No," and like she sounded like not annoyed, but just kind of like unimpressed that we're here. She was just like, "No,"
Okay.
and then the man was like, "You know."
Yeah.
Ugh. I got chills. I kept feeling like somebody was pushing on my bad knee. It would randomly just have this really intense pain through it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, you also said that you like heard you were thinking the prince was coming through because you could hear like a Russian accent.
Yeah, it was definitely like a man's voice that was hard. Like I could tell that they were speaking English, but it was hard to understand because it sounded like he had an accent.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't like fully make out anything that he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
at one point I had asked about like I worded it kind of funny, but I essentially asked if he was happy that he had renounced his title to become a pastor / preacher, and he said something about dearly. He said you said dearly.
That was the one that I was like, it either said something or dearly.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like since we set the boundaries of that they weren't allowed to use our energy,
I
feel
think so.
a lot better.
Yeah, I think they were trying to feed off of us.
Yeah, and I put myself in my mental bubble with my spirit guides at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is weird. I also think some of my anxiety was getting the better of me going into that. I thought I was going to hear like
probably
freaky shit.
Yeah. Well, you did say something about taking the dead.
Yeah, but I assumed that was Dr. Pfoff.
I think he was here briefly for sure.
Yeah. Which makes sense because the EMF went up to red. They said that he would talk a lot about the dead and stuff. Break ground was one I remembered, and that was weird.
That was weird. And then I tried to ask about digging, but they didn't want to answer. They didn't answer that. So I think they were trying to hint at digging.
They're like, we can't tell you to,
but
if you were to get the idea on your own. Arthur? Is that the name of the soldier down here?
He could have been one of the ones trying to come through.
Yeah, he could have been one of the voices.
Oh, okay. That the EMF reader just went clear to red when we said that. So that to me is a yes.
I kind of want to go back under and see if I can't
try to tap into him.
The soldier, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to the soldier that is connected to the flag that is in the living room. I could have sworn I just heard what flag?
The American flag that is in the living room. We're trying to talk to the soldier that's connected to that. Is your name Arthur? Oh, EMF reader just went all the way up to red. So your name is Arthur. Okay. Can you tell Hatter yes if it is Arthur? Can you try?
Run. I didn't love that one.
I didn't like that one either. Well, so Arthur, I know you were in the military. Were you in the army?
There was just so many people talking.
We gotta do one at a time, guys. She can't hear you all at once.
Not dead?
Okay. Who's not dead?
Doctor?
Dr. Foss? Pfoff? Sorry.
Sven?
Sven?
It might not have been Sven, but it was something.
Sven. We're trying to talk to the soldier that's attached to the flag in the living room. Arthur, we think your name is? Arthur, were you in the Air Force?
Oh. I think it said that's me or something like that.
Okay.
Similar.
So that's you? So you're okay. Okay. Arthur, were you in the Air Force?
I burn. That was a woman.
Oh. Okay. Arthur, what do you like to do for fun? EMF is going up to red.
Come sit.
Well, we are sitting. Do you want to come sit with us?
Handle or...
Well, you could sit in this chair if you'd like to sit with us. Now she's got about 40 seconds before we end the session at the moment. Is there anything else you would like to say, Arthur?
Okay.
Oh, you only want to say okay? You don't want to say anything else?
Only I can?
Only you can what? Arthur, we're going to extend the session a little bit longer. Is there anything else you'd like to say to us? What do you like to do for fun?
Honestly, it kind of sounded like they said fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, understandable.
I heard like a in my right ear. Shout?
Shout? Are you trying
Rolland?
Rolland. Is your name Arthur Rolland? Is your name Rolland Arthur?
Bye now.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye. That was quite interesting.
Yeah?
His name might be Arthur.
Arthur?
He might have been in the Air Force.
Oh.
It took a minute, but at some point after I had asked that, it did go to red. So he might have been in the Air Force. It's a
Okay.
possibility. But then at some point, I did ask what he'd like to do for fun. You said fuck. So, which I said, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, it's...
Ooh, cat ball's going off.
Our cat ball is going off. Okay.
Arthur, you're a hoot. I
And
like you.
then he said Rolland, and I tried to confirm if his name was maybe Rolland Arthur.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah, EMF's going off. I was laughing pretty hard. I was making sure
I
me
know.
shaking didn't set the cat ball off, but there's no way.
So that might be his name.
That might be his name. Arthur Rolland or Rolland Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then briefly you said you heard a woman's voice saying I burn or something of that
Yeah,
effect.
That wasn't my favorite thing to
No,
hear.
that, yeah. Oh, that made it.
What do you like to do for fun? Fuck. I was like, I paused too because I heard it and I was like, I'm pretty sure he just said fuck, but like.
All right.
And then he was like, bye now.
He
and
said
so
bye now.
I looked at the timer.
It was almost.
And it
had,
was almost out. It had 2 seconds left.
And he said bye now.
He said bye now.
So he's very self-aware.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That feels very intelligent, like an
Yes.
intelligent spirit.
You are confirming the EMF reader's going crazy up to red.
He said something about sit, like come sit or
He
something.
did say come sit, and I did offer like you can come sit in the chair with us. So
Okay.
and
I heard somebody, like a guy go, but it was really funny when somebody was like, ah.
because I had repeated, I said we're trying to speak to the man who's attached to the flag, and they went ah. And then at one point you said, "That's me. That's me." Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Arthur?
Arthur, did you set our cat ball off?
Yes. Okay.
Could have sworn the spirit box just said, I have. I like him.
You're cool. You're cool, Arthur.
It's fun.
All right, and I think that wraps up this episode. The next episode will come out tomorrow, so
Keep an ear out.
yes, stay tuned for that. Keep an ear out. Thanks for listening. Don't go too far, because we'll catch you in the next episode. Well, no. No, I messed up this is the first time I've ever messed up my own outro that I came up with. Wow. All right. Don't go too far, because we'll catch you in the next investigation. Bye.
Bye.